Hi guys, welcome to the Savvy Man Show. Me, host Sean. Today we're speaking spacs, and we're starting with sprq.u because only the units are available at the moment. For those of you who only use Trading 212 or Robinhood, then you have to use a proper broker like Interactive Brokers or something that allows you to trade units. But of course, this is the one that come out with Wkhs. Now it's only just come out, and you can see there. Now the thing is, this is a low price for a unit, and why are we interested in this? Because the rumour is they're gonna be merging with evgo. Makes sense that your first one's going to be an electric car, the second one's going to be the charging network that fuels it. Now if you see this, I like this because firstly, charging stations, they have solar panels fueling them. Secondly, they are America's largest charging network, more than 800 charging locations in 66 markets. Now, I think their DC charging networks, they are good in that they will do the DC fast charging in 30 minutes. Now there's nothing extra special about that, except for unless you realise that that's the usual charge time for a rapid charge. So you look at this, you think, oh, there's nothing there. But I have an EV car, and usually it gets to 70-80% charge in 30 minutes on a rapid charge network, and then the rest of the 30 minutes charges it full. Now, I do like this because it already has partners with Whole Foods, who are owned obviously by Amazon. You know, it's got a number of partners, but the main reason is, if you look, apart from the name behind it, you know, you have the you have the name of behind Fisker that brought it to market, but you see the board here, and we are going to look into the Chief Executive Officer and blah de blah de blah, blah de blah de blah, usual. This is what I like. She served in the Obama administration as Assistant Secretary and acting under Secretary at the Department of Energy. Basically, this says she knows Biden and was Chief of Staff for Environmental Policy in the Clinton White House and pioneered the Energy Star program. Basically, when Biden fully takes the White House, he will choose people he knows in the industry to implement his energy program, which means she will have no problem getting contracts. Same with ChargePoint. Their head knows Biden, and he will have no problem getting contracts. So I see this as getting in on a mini charge point when it was $10. I got in at charge point when it was $10, so and it was very lucrative for me. And this looks like me repeating myself, and I wanted to share with you guys. I picked up a small entry point, 35 shares. I do think I will be picking up more, but I do like this one. Now I will be moving on to some news no one's been talking about regarding specs. Hi guys, welcome to 7 Money Show with me, your host Sean. Well, for those of you in the Workhorse, if you head over to my YouTube channel, you will see how I've spoke about Romeo Power batteries have confirmed an order of $2.4 billion on batteries. I apologise for background noise, I'm not in my usual setting. And TPI Composites have announced an order for more vehicles. They both said they cannot speak more about it, which screams an NDA. And on top of that, the Congressman has spoken about bringing $800 million and more jobs to Lordstown Motors with the USPS contract. All the information is in my channel. Do you guys remember Indy? I did a video a few days ago about Indy. Well, it originally started as ADK. Now it's going public via a merger with Thunderbridge acquisition too. Now there's some people who think that it's made a loss of 17 million on sales of just 23 million. Now, and that shows it as not, it's taken money from a, like what it calls it, it's IPO, and still making a loss. And now it's changed its name when it was ADK, and now it's changed its name to Indy Semiconductor to go public via a merger, and hoping this will give it the bump it needs, and it may well do. But there are people who think this is just going to be a cash sponge. Me, I'm not sure either way. I haven't made my mind up. I bought a few shares because I do like the look of the company and the presentation, but I'm not going to drop too much money. We spoke about Workhorse, and I said how a lot of analysts are coming out saying how it's a buy. Now most analysts are giving it a buy of sorry, this is tip ranks. Most analysts are giving it a buy of between $23 to $29, and that gives it an upside from where it is at the moment. Also, I'm not sure whether I mentioned before or not, Wkhs is to acquire Pratt Miller, which is advanced engineering technology and innovation across motorsport and multiple ground vehicle markets. Now this is a market that Wkhs is in already. Now if Wkhs was getting the contract, you would think they would be saving the money for manufacturing or changing manufacturing practices or acquiring a company more suited to the contract. And Walmart wants to make their trucks, driverless trucks, wants to make fully driverless trucks to make deliveries in 2021. This is from The Verge. Now, for those of you who didn't know, my man Emmanuel Finance did a live stream from Tattoo Chef, and this is him. Sorry if I cut his picture out. I will put a link to his channel in the card up above. And he was going on about how many products Tattoo Chef have, and look, he was saying how excited he was about the growth they've had over the past year. No offense, that was what excited me, like in the last quarter. And Emmanuel is usually on top of these sort of things. What excites me is the fact that they are talking about doing plant-based desserts. And I know I have a daughter who can only have plant-based desserts. How much they charge for them and how much parents will pay for them. There's a shortage of plant-based desserts, whereas there's not a shortage of plant-based meat products or substitutes, and it is a lucrative side of the business to go into. Also, they're talking about acquisitions in the next 12 to 24 months. This is a company that has $1,200 million in investments, $200 million in investments and $20 million in liabilities. Now, investments are more like bonds, which mature, I assume, or they may have invested in other companies, you don't know, but the more likely to be bonds. Now, they, as Emmanuel said, they're growing more and more. They have done the intelligent decision to try and break into the UK market pre-Brexit, because there may be tariffs after Brexit, and they've just entered in Costco in the UK. They are in US Costco and Target and Walmart, and they're doing incredibly well. This year was the first year that their own brand products outsold the private label products, and I think at the moment we've got in before Wall Street, which is what you need to do to get rich. And after Analyst Day it dropped again, which provides another buying opportunity. I think this is a stock to own for the future, and this is a large portion of my portfolio, and I will be picking up more, but I'm worried about having too many with Workhorse, and this I'm worried about having too many of these type of stocks. So I don't want to overload my portfolio with growth stocks and spec stocks. So, because as you know, I have a lot of SPAC stocks and speculative stocks. Anyway, I would like to know what you guys are going into, what you guys think or thought of the investor presentation, what you guys think of the Workhorse blue van, and do you think it's going to do anything, and what you guys think of Royal Mail trialing a drone. I've actually seen it in action, but we'll know at the end of the trial whether it's done anything. Personally, I don't think it's big enough to carry big enough parcels, but we'll see. Anyway, that's all for today. I'll see you in the next video.